Alright, so I don't really have an intro for this tier list. I just kind of like tier lists because I like being thinking practically and realistically, even though this is a video game. Yeah, that's kind of it really. So yeah, let's just start. Alright, the Howling Cliffs. There's kind of nothing there except for like the stagness, but other than that, it's just kind of like climbing a lot. And not even like blasted steps or pilgrimage way. It's just like climbing a little bit. Maybe you can like dig a hole somewhere and then like just like step camp there. But other than that, I don't really see not. I mean, it's just kind of boring. So there's not much there, but you could possibly live there. I give it a I give it a A tier. All right, next up is Dirtmouth. So it's kind of just really easy. Kind of just go straight up into S. I mean, like, okay, real quick. This guy just assuming that you're like a human, a random schmuck who does not leave, who can't fight, but also does not need like the sun to live. That's just like the one part that you're just assuming. So just you're a random human, but you don't need the sun, and you can fight, but you're below average, like some street gang. Anyway, so this is just Dirtmouth is very easy. Dirtmouth, there are villages there. You just it's free housing. You just take one, get in there, and just chill there for a little bit. I mean, the town's kind of boring, but you might not get tired of your neighbors. Oh, Grim's there. So I guess S tier. Yeah, S tier. Next up is the Blind Crossroads. This is before, the infected crossroads. So it's just plain old crossroads. This place is more of a transition area of sorts. Ignoring the shrine there isn't really that much. I mean, there's like a lot of cargo, so maybe you can go digging and just like look for stuff. But it feels like more of a scavenging area rather than, a resting area. Maybe you can go to the village on the far right, but other than that, I'm not sure about the place itself. It's just like, you can find maybe journals, maybe some pens, maybe some rusted nails. Who knows? It's just more of a good place to find stuff rather than a good place to, live in. I'd say, if I have a home, then yeah, I guess maybe A or maybe B. I'm gonna put in like low B. Alright, green path. Ooh, okay. So I've been saying like a lot of places are just like boring because they all tend to look the same. Okay. What am I saying? What am I saying? You know that part. But yeah, this place isn't. This is green path we're talking about. This is lush forest like state. Actual animal like bugs kinda. This is a nice place to look at, a nice place to go to. You can breathe in the air. You can just smell the flowers, smell the Narcissus and roses. You can just walk around and have a play nice time. Honestly, I'm not sure how you would try to live there. I can see like maybe making a camp, but not much of a home. So making a home is gonna be a little bit difficult. Okay, for a lot of us, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. But I can confidently maybe say that yeah, it'll be a nice place to live in. I'd say high A tier for me at least, but maybe for you it's a complete S. Maybe it's just like maybe you just like set up shop in one of the I was gonna say trams, but no, I meant the stack stations. Yippee! I talk badly. All right, fungal wastes. I wouldn't go there. It's a lot of plants, yes, and it's not boring, but like there's a lot of acid. You slip and fall, and you aren't the player. You lose your whole entire body if you fall in there. You can't even like take a dip. Okay. There's also acid in like green path. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, that goes to green path as well, I guess. But yeah, and also there's a lot of mushrooms. There's a lot of bad air in there. I mean, I guess you could take like the purple mushrooms and make them like a bouncy castle. But other than that, I don't really see like any reason to like go there. Okay, the more I think about it, the more I realize that most of the stuff can like be applied to green path. Okay, so like I guess it's just like green path, but like more hostile and more toxic. So we're just gonna say it's kind of just like green path, but like toxic, toxic air. Breathing that nice little bad air in, you know. Stop some of the roses, stop some of the bad air. So like I guess I give it a ooh, it's between C and low B. I'm gonna give it a C tier. Mantis Village. Yeah, you kind of screwed. I say you could fight, but you are like a normal person, as much like a below gang level. So who knows if you could face off these guys. I mean, you could like try to take out the mantis lords, and then you could ask them if hey you can stay there. By then it's like S tier, but just like getting in there is the hard part. First you have to go for little toxic places, and then you have to like try and navigate and not kill any of them. Or you could, nothing wrong with that. You do you. But yeah, it's just getting in that's a problem. Living in there, it's not so bad. I mean, you're still living next to toxins, but still, I'd say it's kind of alright. That one bench, the one where people rest before going to fight the Mantis Lords. Yeah, that had a good place for a camp. Kind of looks like a stagaway, but nah, it could be like a good place for a camp. Yeah. Ooh, just about it now. I think I'm gonna go with an easy S tier. I could be wrong, but I say it's an easy S tier. City of Tears. Okay, that's an automatic S right there. So hear me out, right? That one guy you give you items to. I forgot his name. Horn the Bug, whatever his name was. So like, he himself said, hey, you could just take any of the houses. I mean, come on, a nice rain to here while you go to bed. I'd say that's nice. I mean, it's kind of hard to go into the City of Tears because the bridge is gone. But like if you could like turn on the lever somehow, then hey, easy in is easy out, assuming that you can climb and all. And it's a nice place to stay in. I mean, it's fully furnished as well. And hey, if you can get into that expensive area, the high class area, then automatic W if you can ignore the laughing. It just hear me out real quick. You could easily fight off those guys, except for that big guard. You can easily fight off most of those guys. I mean, who knows? By my headcanon, wealthy people don't really do much other than just glaze each other. So it's kind of just easy to fight off. Like you're like below gang members, so who knows? You could just like easily fight them off. Just throw them into the water since they can't swim, but you can as well. Assuming you can. I can't swim, so can't say much about that. But you could. So easy ST. You just gotta avoid the guards, find an easy way in, easy way out, and then easy S, fully furnished. I'm going off a little bit of the progression path, so let's go a little bit of backtracking here. Crystal Peaks. Ooh, I do not like spiky stuff. Okay, I know the spiky phones in green path, but like you could avoid those if you're like careful. I live next to a jungle, not really, so I know how to avoid spiky plants. So most of the time, not really. But like the crystals are in the air. You can inhale them by accident. You could just like and then you just have them like in your nose. You just have them like in your throat. Who knows? So automatically, because of that, you could just like go that automatically goes down to like C tier, even E tier, 100%, right? So, ooh. But other than that, okay, you could just like take a few of the crystals, come out with it, and hey, maybe trade it for riches. Okay, there's no one to trade them with, but hey, you could just like pretend to be with the wealthy ones. So easy come storage, easy come out with stuff. Say with the Forgotten Crossroads, you just gotta avoid the lasers and not inhale the things. So I say B tier with the Forgotten Crossroads. Blech! The waterways. Who wants to live in piss and shite? Okay, the shite's like secluded in one area, but who would want to go there? And like the maggots, worms, whatever those things are. Ooh, I don't want that. The jungle pit though, maybe you can find some really good stuff there if you could go past those big worms, the big flukes. I forgot they're called flukes. But yeah, you could just like go there and hey, maybe you can also find. There's a lot of there's a lot of like scavenging areas I didn't realize. Maybe I should be one of those scavengers from Silksong. But yeah, you could just like go there and hey, free stuff. Maybe you could have your own shop there. The human scavenger. You just go there, just like get things for people. Just come out. You know, assuming you can fight now. But hey, you know, I guess you could like. Sorry, the voices in my head were talking. But like, yeah, you could just like get in there again. You know, one of the scavenger areas. But like, it's more difficult because there's disgusting bugs. So I would just highly advise it. High risk, high reward, you know. So I just go to C tier. I would in C tier, you know. C's. Souls Sanctum. Soul. Some souls, am I right? So like, okay. This is gonna be a little bit of a devolvement from the human bit. Let's assume you can read Hello NSTN. There's a lot of knowledge in there. Like, I don't know why there's like a very little of the journals. Like, I'm pretty sure people like have history and stuff in there, so you could just like get in there, maybe just like read a lot, maybe just gain knowledge. Who knows? Maybe you can perform spells yourself. There's a lot of knowledge you can sell. So, I am a scavenger, but there's a lot of knowledge in there. You could just like take. Go in and read. It's like kind of like a nice quiet place, like ignoring all the mistakes and all the wizards. Ooh, the wizards. I bet you okay. I was gonna say you could run away from the wizards, but like no, you don't have shade cloak. Shade cloak? No. The cloak. The first dash cloak. I forgot what it's called. You can't dash. Okay, in video game definition, dash. But like, I'm not sure you're very good at dodging, so you have a hard time with those I forgot what they call it again. It's been a long time since I've played this game, okay? But like I remember this map like the back of my hand, so it's gonna be like a very hard time to get in there essentially and try like even get one of those notes on those books. So honestly, W place to live in, W place to chill out, W place to hang out in. Maybe you can even start like a book club and all. But very bad place, like because of how hostile, you know, the wizards, the mistakes are. Oh boy. So yeah, I put that in. I'm thinking like either low C tier or low B tier. You know what? Low C tier. I prefer that. Deep did no. No. Just no. Why would you want to go like this? Why would you want to go there? Okay, I'm gonna just like not make this the shortest part of the video. Not make this the shortest part of my yap session. So let's assume that you could maybe go there. You're gonna fall into a lot of spikes. You're gonna get devoured. You're gonna get the skeleton. You get the first skeleton they discover, not exoskeleton, just a skeleton if you go in there. And either that or you become a parasite and start walking around like the husky you are after. And also, you know, maybe you might see one of your loved ones and then you can learn it by Nosk. So it's just a very bad place to go in general. So again, I kind of just put it in D tier because why would you want to go there? I'm sorry, but why would you want to go there? Oh boy. Alright, it's kind of just like hard for me to like end the demon session here for some reason. I don't know. I just feel like there's more to talk about this place. So let's say you could go there. You just very cut up, very everywhere. You could like die in a few minutes. I'd say the fire village is kind of a good idea. You know, if you can somehow get one of those things I didn't go into for the first time I played. I couldn't 100% game that back then, but let's say you go there, right? It's the kind of fireplace. The silence will kill you from going insane, but hey, kind of like a fireplace, hey? Just trying to trip and fall into the I highly doubt you can climb. So trying to trip and like fall into that water, or else it's like I can still climb back up. And also those hidden rooms, I forgot to mention those. I probably did, but like those hidden rooms, the kind of small, kind of like the specific part of city tiers. So you know you could like you could live in luxury there, or you could just like do what I do, just take everything and just like settle for high deal. So yeah, how about that, huh? How about that? I'd say I mean the base is still hostile like it's all hell, so it's still gonna be easier. Ancient Basin. So aesthetically wise, I love the Asian Basin. I don't know why, I just really love it. Practicality wise, I mean, again, it's not that hostile. Well, except for the. Okay, never mind. Ignore what I said. It's kind of very hostile. So maybe. I don't know. It kind of depends on just like where you end up at. Because if you're kind of just clever, you could like avoid those big infected I forgot what they are, but segmented worms, spider legs things. You could just like try your best to like you avoid those, and then maybe you avoid the broken vessel, and you can just have like a long hallway and a structures, not even just structures. You can just call your house. I don't know. It's just like a very long flat cave. So there's not much to do there. Yeah, maybe you could like start a village. Maybe you could just like build a few houses in there. So a big old maybe, but I'm not sure. I give it a low. Yeah, I'm honestly just not seeing that much of a danger per se. So I feel like I'm gonna give it a low, high, middle B tier. That's what I think about it. Holy worm, I need to drink some water. So, the King's Edge. Ooh, the King's Edge. Ooh, acid. No climb there. One drop. You're just big acid. If I just break it then acid pit. But we go with the acid pit. Not gonna lie, it's kind of not that bad. I mean, both brothers. I should have mentioned them earlier. Actually, I forgot about them. Okay, just a bit like I was talking about them the whole time. But like, hey, both brothers here. There's not much warriors, honestly. But they're just like very big jumping bugs. Okay. Good idea. That boring camp place. You could go up there. You know, before the Hornet 2 fight, you could go up there. And then you can set up your whole day. You just gotta like make some fire, trying to burn yourself, and it's a good spot. You gotta just get rid of the closest. It's a good spot. I do kind of headcanon that Kingdom's Edge is kind of just like very cold, you know, because of the wind and because of the bug flakes. So you know, maybe just contracting new disease. So hey, maybe. Honestly, not a bad spot. No, honestly, I'm gonna. If you're not trying to like, climb up and just like live on the sides, and I say it's a S tier, but personally I'll go for A tier, high A tier maybe. Yeah, high A tier. That's what I think about it. Oh yeah, right. And also if you disagree with me, please just like talk to me in the comments. I like engagement. All right. Who wants to live in the Colosseum of Fools? You're fighting for a long time. I mean, like, if you win, you get some money. Don't get me wrong. That's some good money. And like, I guess because the knight can leave, but like, it's just more of a trials place, and less of a less of a home. So I guess you could just like come here for entertainment, or be one of the guys to fight for practice. But other than that, I don't really see a reason of why you would want to be here. You know, why you want to live here, I mean, other than like entertainment. So I don't know, this one's kind of just like a big ol' why to me. I guess just like not really that much for home, not that much a place you can stay in, rather than this is just a just a place, really. Who wants in a stadium? D tier. Sorry, just D tier. I could be wrong, but this is how I see it. Please change my opinion. I would like to hear your thoughts as well. Write an essay, please. I would actually read it. The White Palace, and by comparison, I mean by chain together, the powerful pain. I think it's just rubble. That's all I gotta say about it. I think that place is just rubble now. So yeah. Alright. I feel like that's kind of just like in bad faith to just say like that place is rubble. So it's gone. Alright, so I guess for real sakes, I'm sorry about this for showing that. Alright, so let's say you could actually like just like dream nail into that place, right? Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Chief. It's more just like very random, very weird platforming rather than an actual place. So have fun parkouring a whole football fields away and jumping through places like that just to get, and you're gonna get sliced up by saws. You're not gonna respawn. You're gonna straight just be sliced up to bits by those saws. I mean, there's no guards, and hey, everyone kind of bows to you. You know, assuming you get a dream nail, so everyone just kind of bows to you. So hey, taunting them, they just kind of disappear. So I guess it just got more lonely there, and also the place is like forever bright. Most of Highlandness is like moderate, like you could just ignore it, but like no, this place is just like really bright. You just go outside, clear flashlight. That's kind of you're just living in a concrete jungle. That'll be dense, but like very concrete jungle-ish, with like very big open places you can just fall into and just die from whatever ground you're gonna hit when you go below there. So I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know. If you're okay with living like in concrete places, then I say like go for it. But other than that, I would not recommend the White Palace. So I guess to me it's D tier. But hey, assuming you're a different person to me, just C tier or A if you're okay with that. The Hive. Oh boy. Okay, so this is kind of just like similar to, you know, the Mantis village. You could just like go in there, try to fight Hive Knight, and then just come out with the Hive charm, and then you could just essentially just live in luxury. Again, that place is like bright, so good looking sleep there, but like, hey, it's a very nice, very beautiful place. You know, with books, with knowledges, and hey, maybe you can ask this Hive Knight to train you even. Hold on a second. Is Hive Knight infected? Hollow Knight. Oh yeah, so about the time. Okay, he isn't infected. Never mind. Ignore what I said there. So, have fun trying to dodge, weave, and get away from every bug until that drill guy comes to get you. So, as a place to live, it's solid S. Ignoring the brightness, but currently I'm not sure that, buddy. You're gonna suffer. So I'm highest of high C tier. So actually, you know what? Lowest of low B tier right there. Ooh boy. The Abyss slash birthplace. So you know, it's kind of like the Asian Basin, except you know there's black liquid. You know Bendy's gonna come and get you. Bendy's gonna come and kill you. We know very deadly, and the little Bennies just come and flow around you. And also, I guess if you somehow get them to know you, it's kind of just like a more spiky place to go to. Like just like a few platforms, void, and then just skulls. And maybe you can like live in the tower, you know, live that what was it called? The lighthouse. Yeah. Okay, 100%. Everything I said. The lighthouse is fire. So you know, A tier right there. Maybe second. You know, this is just lighthouse itself. Not sure about everything else. This guy just has this, and it's pretty hard to get from with the word. So honestly, I'd say honestly because of lighthouse, I say second B tier. Not a bad place to live in. Kind of hard to put though, but not a bad place to live in. Queens Garden. I haven't found like okay. It's like there's a village there, right? So it's possible. It is possible to have a village in the Queen's Garden, right? But like you know, the plants are more hostile towards you. So it's not a case of you have to lifestyle bob and weave for absolute glory of a nice place to live in. There's no locals. Okay, well there's one local, but other than that, there's no locals. You know what? Okay, locals wouldn't be that much of a factor in this whole tier list thing, so just ignore it. Let's just say you can like go around and like completely fine with like not talking to anyone for years. So I'd say honestly the hard platform, no. Okay, you okay, first of all, you're not cornered for it, you can't topple around, so it's gonna be hard to get around again. It's kind of like could be like the hardest places, you know, for a human to try and get around. You can't climb through the walls, etc. So typical it's not a high risk high reward situation, you know, kind of like the hive. So you know, with that, I'd say I'm gonna go with the hive and give it lowest of low B's. You're gonna have a bit of a hard time trying to set a camp there, but I'd say you have an alright time trying to live there. Resting ground. Alright. Okay. Not gonna lie. Pretty good place. Pretty good place, not gonna lie. So that's all I say, really. Okay, so like what his name was, Elderbug. So he said like a friend that kept going towards the resting grounds and came back repeatedly, right? So okay. This might be because he took the tram, but assuming there's another route we just don't take, right? So we could just go there and then come back. So I'd say it's a safe bet to actually go there. It's more of like more of a secluded life. You know, there's not gonna be much people grave robbing, so it's more of a secluded place. And hey, you have an interesting old lady to tell tales about. So I'd say it's not right place to chill at. There's quiet. It's kind of just how to say, just more quiet, really. You know, like it goes for like a lot of them are just quiet and chill places. Alright, dumbass me forgot to like put it on the tier, so oopsies, I'm high A. Oopsies, but my bad. The Blue Lake. Honestly, it's more of just like a beach place. And it isn't really that much room to like have a camp unless you want a small one, and then you just wake up and you just like fall into the water immediately. So like, okay, if you could like find a very big place, you could treat it like a beach resort. But instead of that, I don't really see much of it becoming like a good place to chill at permanently. I mean, like a temporary vacation resort would be 100%, hell yeah. But not sure about, you know, permanent resorts. So hey, it's very quiet, very pretty to look at. So I don't know. I'd say okay. Ignore everything I just said. Ignore everything. I'm gonna put that in A tier as well. Middle A, you know, but like very good place I'll chill at. Oh my goodness. My mouth. Oh, I need water. Get home. I'm pretty sure like thou cringer would like kill you, not kill you, would just kick you out of a lands. You're no god. You're no being of purity. You're no nightmare. You're no bug. So I feel like she should kick you out. But hey, if you somehow swooned her and tell you, hey, I want to chill out here, then maybe it's just more like more giant pillars and just more just people just like always silence. There's a spa. It's more like a what if there's a place they sleep in. I'm gonna assume that like they never sleep, just always conduct their work. But honestly, maybe you could make a makeshift bed. I'd say it's alright place. Again, it is very bright, but if you could get like a very good selected room, hey, it's kind of a nice place to go in, you know. And who knows, they have a spa, so you can just like go in there and chill. Not much knowledge, not much accessories, not much stuff to steal. But I'd say, hey, it kind of works. It's a good old chill spot. Just ignore the praying and the constant fighting. But I say it's a pretty alright chill spot. I'm gonna put it in honestly high A tier. And last but not least, Hectic Crossroads. You know where that's going. Woo! That's the video. Maybe. Goodbye. Bye.